We'll start with a brief introduction to changing workplace trends and look at the challenges that we face due to constantly evolving workplaces. We will then explore in detail the 5 factors to look for in a collaboration tool in 2022 that can help fight these challenges. Not just that, I'll also take you through how Zoho Cliq can help you overcome those challenges with real time use cases. So, with no further delay, let's jump right into the session. The pandemic has changed the way the world works. From work from home to a remote first hybrid work model, we have all adapted to constantly evolving work environments. Before COVID 19, none of us would have imagined about completely adopting working from home, right? With that now, the concept of hybrid workplace model is growing. So, with this changing work environments, it's also critical to check if the internal communication and collaboration tool you're currently using is staying on par with the changing trends. The workplace has evolved in the last 2 years, is known, and here we are with 5 must-have factors to ensure your team collaboration app is suiting to the evolving, hyper-connected work environment. So, the first factor for the day. The first factor is that the tool you use should act as a unified platform for the remote first hybrid workplace. The team collaboration tool you use for your organization should come with remote work features that help you work without disturbances as well as being closely integrated with the other apps or tools you use. Simply, it should help connect, collaborate, and work better with all your people and tools from one place. For example, let's consider context switching. Context switching is when you leave a task incomplete and move to another due to an interruption. There are many reasons for such disruptions, and most of them are inevitable when working from different locations. Basically, context switching creates a negative impact on your productivity. So it's a silent killer. Unlike time spent on Twitter or Instagram, the tasks you are likely to switch between all might seem important. For instance, say you're focusing on a critical task that has a strict deadline and you're interrupted with an ad hoc meeting scheduled by one of your teammates. So you'll probably end up attending the meeting, leaving the task incomplete. Avoiding these type of distractions and focusing on a particular work is important. A Harvard Business Review states that multitasking leads to as much as 40% drop in productivity of an individual. Also, there's a myth that multitasking can save a considerable amount of your time and help work get done faster. But in reality, it actually takes more time to get things done when you try to multitask. John Medina, in his book Brain Rules, stated that people who are interrupted take 50% longer to accomplish a task. So it's critical to avoid interruptions and focus on one particular task at a time. So you can avoid these type of interruptions when you have the right team collaboration tool in place. The tool you use must allow you to set a proper schedule for your workday and stick to it. That is, it must help list all your work based on priority and have a proper to-do list in place. It should help you focus on work without distractions, the most important point, and also it should allow you to take disturbance free breaks. While deep focus is an important tool in the fight against constant task switching, too long spent time in a focused state can actually backfire. We all go through a cycle of energy highs and lows throughout the day, and our mind naturally wanders when our energy levels dip. By taking short breaks to recharge and re energize, along with the normal lunch and coffee breaks you should be taking, you can use micro breaks to get a quick hit of focus. Micro breaks are nothing but a short voluntary breaks that you use to give your mind and body a chance to recuperate during the day. So, context in task switching doesn't just happen during your workday. If you're unable to disconnect, that is, unplug at the end of the day, you won't be able to give your mind the rest it needs to focus deeply tomorrow. So, finally, and most importantly, It should help unplug from work and let others know that you have disconnected from work for the day. Now, let me take you through how Zoho Cliqs help you with all the above stated solutions. Zoho Cliq's remote work features make sure you don't miss out on the little quirks of working from office, even when you're working from different locations. So, when you're working remotely, you're more likely to make your own schedule and work on your flexible work timings. You can easily let your team know your availability by updating your status on Click. The remote work view in Zoho Click comes with four statuses for you to choose, that is available for collaboration, engaged at work, having meal break, or short breaks. For example, say you're working on something important. You can change your status to engaged with work so your coworkers know your schedule and don't expect your immediate attention to anything that's not emergency. This way, Zoho Click helps you focus on work without distractions and also take disturbance free breaks. So now say you want to block all your Click notifications and focus on critical work or take some time away from work. Then do not disturb feature in Zoho Click can help you. With the DND status, that is the do not disturb status, even though users message you, there won't be any notification sound or pop-ups appearing on your screen. Let me take you through an example for this. If you are taking a nap, you would not want the notification sound to disturb your sleep. Or if you're giving an online presentation and sharing your screen like I'm doing, you definitely would not want a notification popping up on your screen at that point, right? This is where D&D comes handy. If you don't want to get notifications after work hours or when you're focusing on a very particular task, you can set a notification schedule using the automation feature in D&D. So all your notifications will be paused during that block time. When speaking of unplugging from work, our last point, Zoho Click allows you to directly check in and check out of work. It is as simple as swiping your ID when you walk in or walk out of the office every day. It will update your status as out of work and people will not disturb you after your work hours seeing your status. Moreover, because all the data you need for work is available right within Zoho Click, there's no switching between tabs for information. With ample native and third party integrations for Zoho Click, you can engage and access information from all the other apps that you use from one place, that is your Zoho Click window. Zoho Click comes with an extensive marketplace, just like Play Store or App Store, where you can find many integrations for Click. Let me quickly show you how it looks like. This is how Zoho Click Marketplace looks like, as I said, just like a Play Store or App Store, where you can find all integrations for Zoho Click. For instance, let's consider Zoho Projects integration for Zoho Click. So Zoho Projects is a cloud-based project management software that helps teams to plan, track, collaborate, and achieve project goals. With this integration, you can turn Click into a productivity powerhouse with easy access to your projects, real-time notifications on task updates, targeted reports, and much more. Simply means that no more switching between tabs to get updates in your project or add new tasks or issues. So this is the integration basically comes with a bot. That's a projects bot. When speaking of bot, you might be wondering what's bot in ZoClick. I'll take you through that in the later part of the session. So now this projects bot helped me with all information right from within this window. Say here you can see a detailed report of all my tasks for January. So all my carried over tasks, that's just close the efficiency rate and much more. So say if I want to add a new task, I can click on the option. So it says there's no more tasks for me. If I want to see what are bugs I have, I can see that here. So likewise, this projects bot helped me with all the information of my projects or the projects that's assigned to others and everything instantly right from within this click window. So this is an example of how projects integration work for Zoho Click. To summarize, the team collaboration tool that you use must act as a unified platform for all your people, tasks, and tools. So, this is the first factor for the day. The second factor is that you must adopt a team collaboration tool with a dynamic AI powered platform as it will help you work smarter and get things done faster. The tool you use must be constantly growing and adapting to artificial intelligence, what I'm meaning now. Artificial intelligence, that is AI, will hold a key place in future workspace. According to Gartner, despite the impact of COVID-19 pandemic, 30% of organizations have planned to increase their AI investments. Today, communication is the most influential factor in idea creation and productivity. Although AI appears most commonly when dealing with communication between businesses and consumers, it also transforms communication within the workplace. As AI becomes increasingly accessible and is integrated into the workplace, it will continue to impact communication and communications. Artificial intelligence is already hyper present across the globe, as we all know, and arguably one of the most important areas. AI simplifies workplace communication. So, let's see how it can impact your workplace productivity. Artificial intelligence does and will continue to increase workplace efficiency using AI to complete basic time consuming tasks that you do on a routine basis, such as data analysis and evaluation, and lets you focus on a greater depth, such as driving new idea consumption and so on. So it basically means you'll not be involved in all your routine tasks daily and doing your manual day-to-day data entry jobs. AI will do that for you and to give you time to focus on something much more important. So chatbots are a useful device that optimizes interpersonal contacts, simplifies the communication process between team members to create a more successful working environment and leave team members more time to engage in critical thinking. Also, AI promotes the rapid development of our existing knowledge, pushing the boundaries of current workplace productivity. Basically, to keep up with the competitive world we live in, we must keep up with AI. For example, imagine two scenarios, one in which you handle all your routine tasks manually, and one where you automate your everyday tasks with the help of bots. The latter sounds better, right? As it reduces your workload and helps improve productivity by focusing on meaningful work instead of manual data entry tasks or routine tasks on a loop. Workflow automation not only reduces human error in the workflow, but also saves a considerable amount of your time. For example, say one of your everyday tasks is to engage with customers and quickly address their ideas and queries, a typical day or a task of a support personnel. It's critical to address customer grievances swiftly, as happy customers are the foundation of any business. Ideally, you use a customer service tool to address the issues and then an internal communication tool to discuss on work items with your fellow customer success executives, right? But with Zoho Cliq, you need not navigate between the customer community tab and the Zoho Cliq window to stay updated on all new customer queries and posts. Instead, you can have a desk bot or a community bot that instantly notifies you with new queries and complaints within click. So when speaking of bot, I already told you that I'll take you through it. So now let's see what a bot is and how it can help you on a day-to-day basis. So speaking of bot, this is projects bot and basically there are a lot of other bots. So bot is a conversational interface that takes care of your trivial tasks. It's your system powered contact or your colleague with which you can interact with as you do with any other normal person. The bot can be programmed to respond to your queries, to perform an action on your behalf, and to notify you with any important event. For example, let's consider the asset management bot. This is the bot that I have created for myself to handle all my new asset requests. Say, for example, if I want to raise an asset request for a new asset, say laptop or mobile, I can simply click on the new request button, and then this bot, asset management bot, will manage everything right from creating a request to notify me when the asset is ready to be collected from the asset room. So this is an example, just an example of what a bot can do. We already saw what projects bot can do. One other example is the campaigns bot. Say you're a marketer who's involved and your day-to-day task is to take a report of all the campaigns that you're running. You need not switch between your marketing tab. That is the tool that you use for marketing to take all the stats and post it in your marketing channel. The reports bot does that for me. It takes a report of all the campaigns that's currently running and posts it right inside the marketing channel where I can also, ping all my team members to look at the campaign stats. So this is what bots can do. Bots option and click. So let me show you. The bots option and click here allows you to subscribe to bots that are already in use and also allows you to create bots. Likewise, you can create bots like my to do bot, campaigns bot, stats bot, etc. and also subscribe to some existing bot. Building a bot in Zoho Cliq isn't as tough as it sounds because the Zoho Cliq platform makes it basic without involving lines and lines of code. It's like simply filling in all the text boxes and clicking save. There's not much or not even a few lines of code involved in building a bot. Zoho Cliq platform is this, which comes with different integrations like bots, commands, message actions, widgets, functions, schedulers, and more. All these integrations belongs to the Zoho Cliq platform, and you can create everything without much lines of code just with a click. CLICK. By default, Zoho Cliq comes with a bot, TAS, which is Zoho's natively made bot. You can use TAS to send messages to yourself that you want to save. For example, if I want to save some particular images, I can save it. I just send it in TAS and save it for my future reference. Or it also notifies you with a set of reminders. Say, for example, you have created an event, and when users are accepting your event, it will notify you. Likewise, TAS notifies you with document updates, event updates, and much more. It is Zohoclick's natively made bot, Zoho's natively made bot, as I already said. These are some examples of how intelligent assistants can help you automate your routine tasks and get work done faster. So, this is about the second factor, artificial intelligence. Third factor is that the tool you choose and implement must empower you with features that allow you to manage users and ensure compliance, as well as offer all the admin capabilities necessary to run a sound organization. So it's getting harder for the leaders of organizations to manage their employees and organizations in a hyper-connected work environment. This makes it all the more important to have a robust admin panel capabilities in your tool that you use. When you use a team collaboration tool for your business, you must be able to control the way your employees use the tool. This is where fine grained admin features can help ensure employee compliance with the organization's policies. With regards to Zoho Cliq, it comes with a robust admin panel that empowers all the admins with facilities. So let me navigate to the admin panel in Zoho Cliq. So this is how the overview of admin panel will look like in Zoho Cliq. Right from onboarding your users into Click to generating remote work reports and assessing them, everything can be done by an admin right from this admin panel. Say, let me onboard my users, add users or bulk import them, create teams, departments, and designations and assign users under it. This helps me mimic my organizational hierarchy into Zoho Click. Moving on to organization, I can find all my company info from the admin panel. Zoho directory acts as a one-stop place for the admin. And licensing, I can update and look at my licensing anytime. And speaking of an important module, configurations in admin panel. So this is where I can configure each and every module access for my employees. You may wonder why this is important. I will not want my employees to access particular features available in Zoho Click, wherein I will want them to use specific modules alone. In that case, say I don't want my employees to use a particular module called broadcast, I can simply disable it. At one point, if I want them to use it, I can enable it anytime. Likewise, right from normal text messages to using bots, internal tools, and mobile access, I can configure every single module or feature that's available in Zoho Cliq for my employees according to my convenience as an admin. So this is one important module, and the other is permissions. There'll be varied roles in any organization like the manager, employees, marketer, and so on. So we'll not want the same level of permissions that a manager has for the employee to have, right? So I can create different roles like managers, marketers, members, etc., and configure permission access for them. The permissions of managers and the permissions of members will vary, and likewise it does for all the roles. This way, I can enable and ensure compliance in my organization. When speaking of compliance, comes internal general policies. Zoho Cliq comes with a predefined set of general policies wherein this helps me to enable and disable at any time, like it works for configuration. So then comes customization, where I can set themes for my organization, fav icons, company logo. I can configure custom domain or custom emailers, and then we already saw varied integrations in Zoho Cliq Marketplace, but then Click's admin panel comes with native integrated integrations like Zoho People, EMM services, projects, telephony, and notebook, which all can be easily enabled and disabled with just one toggle button. There's nothing else to do or navigate. With one toggle button, you can enable these native integrations as per your convenience. Then comes data administration and reports. If you want to download and export a file for an audit report, you can just simply do it right from within here and download it in future also. It will be available right here under export. When speaking of remote work, one major thing the admins now need is to keep an eye constantly on the user's attendance and engagement in a workday. So Zoho Cliq's admin panel enables the admin to generate reports, see their attendance and their break timings and the times they work right from within the admin panel. This is just an overview of what Zoho Cliq's admin panel provides for its admins out there. So this is about how Cliq can help or empower admins. So moving on to our fourth factor. So the third factor that we saw was the tool that you use should come with robust admin panel capabilities, and we saw how Cliq comes with those admin controls. So moving on to our fourth factor, that is the team collaboration tool you use must come with a multi-device compatibility, allowing you to work from anywhere. Work is no longer confined to an office space or a desk at home. Most of us now travel and work on the go simultaneously. So the tool that you use should come with mobile compatibility with desktop applications and must also support tablet or smartwatches that you use. So when you're away from your laptop, let's see how Cliq can help you communicate or collaborate on the go. So using Cliq Mobile, you can connect with your teammates and still work when you're away from your desk. And also traffic jams don't have to hamper your work when you're driving, as Cliq supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can listen to incoming messages when you're driving or behind the wheels. You can send messages instantly or also attend meetings and engage in calls with your team and do much more even when you're behind the wheel using Zoho Cliq's CarPlay support. You can also now carry the Zoho Cliq on your wrist. That is, Zoho Cliq is compatible with Apple Watches and Google Gears. It is also compatible with iPad. So the fourth and the important factor is that the team collaboration tool you use should come with a multi-device compatibility. So we have come to the last factor for the day, and that's video collaboration is the key. Video collaboration plays a major role in helping you keep up with your team in today's constantly changing work environment. So the tool that you use should come with a robust video collaboration features. Here are some points that emphasize the importance of video collaboration. Meetings strengthen the bond and make the relationship better with your teammates, and at the same time growing more extensive business connections. However, in pandemic times like recently, where many workers have been confined in their homes, it becomes difficult to hold such face to face meetings. But such factors should never hinder any focused business people from keeping up with other workers and clients. Technology has provided alternative ways to keep up with communication now. Hosting video conferences, webinars, and day to day sessions, open houses, and such is the best option now. When workers cannot meet physically and work as usual, the leader must think of ways to communicate via videos for the wellness of business as well as the employees. When, as a leader, you take chances and implement video communication, then the relationship and trust among the remote workers will improve. The idea of working from office is changed drastically. However, this view cannot hinder the continuity of business, right? The only thing that will happen is employer and employees missing fellow workers personally. Video communication has made it possible for people to continue working in the comfort of their homes. So let's see the niche features that comes with Zoho Cliq meetings. So once when I start a video conference as a host of the meeting, if I want to share my hosting privileges with another user and delegate control, then I can do easily by assigning other users as co-hosts. They'll have almost all the privileges that I have as a host. Say your teammate is not available for an important meeting at the time when you schedule a meeting. You can now record your audio or video meetings and share them with your colleagues, or even you yourself can revisit them anytime. As and when we enter a meeting, the first thing that we'll want to do is want to see who all are at the meeting. Now you can change the video layout as per your preference and easily toggle between the available stage view and the grid view in Zoho Cliq. If you want to mimic a real-time seminar setup, as you can see with speakers on stage and the participants below on the band, then stage view will suit best. But if you want to get a complete view of all the participants in a meeting with a speaker highlighted in the center, then grid view is the solution. Since our meetings now support a wider audience of around 1,000 participants, discussing and collaborating with a huge group might be challenging without the right tools. But with a real time whiteboard, you can brainstorm and arrive at productive and best decisions by displaying ideas visually. Using whiteboard and Cliq, you can now brainstorm with your team in real time, better collaborate. Say you want to draw and explain an upcoming project's roadmap when engaged in a meeting. What we usually do in an office setting is take a marker, draw on the board, and then explain the flow. But now, as it's not possible, collaborative whiteboard and Zoho Cliq comes in handy. You can instantly open a whiteboard in between a meeting and start drawing. Not just that, you can also invite your colleagues to edit the same whiteboard in real time along with you, like how you do in an office setting. Not just that, you can invite guest users to join your group call or a meeting in Cliq using by just sharing an invite link. For example, say you're hosting a new launch meeting and you want to invite people outside your organization, like your customers, vendors, and others, to join your meeting. There's no need for them to sign into Zoho, click, and engage in a long process and all. By just sharing an invite link, your guests can just click on it and join your meetings, and you can collaborate better with them. We have also added some fun addition in Zoho Cliq meetings to make your experience better. You can now interact with your participants through gifs, gestures, polls, and more. Normally, for instance, before a major launch or before making big decisions, we run team meetings to get the opinion of all team members or important persons who are involved, right? Now you can conduct opinion polls like this with just a click, CLICK. Also add more fun to your interaction with gifs and gestures. So while working remotely, this major question that comes to my mind when I see a scheduled meeting, and I hope so. This is the question that pops up in your most of your minds when you see a scheduled meeting. The thing is how to quickly hide the pile of clothes in our room before attending a video meeting, or worried about a messy room, right? You don't have to anymore worry about your room being messy because now you can blur your background in Zoho Cliq meetings. Not just that, you can also use video filters and colorful video backgrounds to spice up your meetings from the comfort of your home. Say you're hosting a weekend fun meeting, you can keep a beach theme or an engaging fun theme for your background and spice up your meetings. This is just a glimpse about video collaboration features and Cliq. So let me summarize all the 5 factors that we saw today for you. The collaboration tool you use should help connect, collaborate, and work better with all your people and tools from one place. That is, the tool you use should act as a unified platform. The second factor is that it must be constantly growing and adapting to artificial intelligence, helping you to work smarter and arrive at better decisions. The third factor is that the tool you choose and implement must empower you with strong admin panel capabilities necessary to run a sound organization. The fourth, the team collaboration tool you use must come with a multi-device compatibility, allowing you to work from anywhere irrespective of your location. Finally, the tool you use should come with robust video collaboration features.